Welcome back, folks, to another episode of CMMS Edge, the Smart Maintenance Playbook. I'm Chris, sitting here with Tom and Jon, and today we're tackling preventive maintenance, why it matters, and how it's changing the game for so many different industries.
Yeah, I'll just come right out and say it. After 40 years building this stuff, I can't even count how many headaches and dollars we've saved companies by getting them on proper preventative schedules. You talk to anyone who's lived through an emergency breakdown, be it a failed water pump at a city plant or a mining loader blowing a seal in the middle of a rush job, it's always the same regret. We could have stopped this if we just kept to a schedule. You know?
Oh, totally, Tom. Let me jump on that, because for me, it hits home, especially thinking about that city water facility we worked with. They had these old pumps, right? By moving to scheduled preventative maintenance in our CMMS, they stretched those pump lives by 3-ish years. That's massive. If you're swapping out a whole pump prematurely, you're burning through the budget, and everything's in chaos for days. I get that on a micro level, messing around on my own dirt bike. I used to forget oil changes way more than I'd like to admit. Then, inevitably, something would seize up and I'd be out for a weekend. With the CMMS, obviously, we're talking much higher stakes, but the principle's the same. If you map out those critical service intervals and do them before things break, you avoid that nasty what now scramble, and the equipment just lasts so much longer. Honestly, you can feel the stress just melt away when you know you're ahead of the mess.
Yeah, I mean, for heavy industries, one breakdown can be six figures, especially with rush repairs. People sometimes don't realize how much being proactive with a little planning can change your month or your year. Routine takes the emergency out of maintenance, I always say, and our system with MPET NextGen, it's built for that. Keeps everyone on track, sends reminders, cuts the risk down so you're not relying on somebody's memory or a piece of paper that's already lost in a truck somewhere. It's peace of mind, and honestly, it just lets people sleep better at night.
Let's dig into some of the real-world places we've actually seen these wins play out. Jon, facilities are always interesting. What jumps out at you when it comes to things like HVAC and safety systems?
Well, for me, working with facilities both big and small, so much boils down to visibility. We had a client in Boston, facilities, lots of square footage, who never quite knew when things like air filters were last changed. Once we got them on MPET NextGen, breakdowns in the middle of winter pretty much disappeared. Just knowing what to do and when, even if you've got 100 buildings, that's the secret sauce. No more freezing pipes, no panicked phone calls at midnight. And you see the savings not only in repairs, but in compliance too. Some of these places, Boston, Hawaii, Alaska, they all have strict codes. Miss a safety check and suddenly you're paying fines. Or regulators walk in and the paperwork's a mess. With our system, all the records are right there. That eased stress for so many clients. They can prove in seconds, yep, we did that elevator check. No more running to dig through file cabinets.
Transportation's another big one. Fleets need to be rolling all the time. And if you lose a vehicle because you skipped a simple fluid check, now you've got drivers sitting, freight delayed, and maybe lost revenue. We've seen companies boost fleet uptime big time just by letting MPET NextGen track those mileage-based services. It's the little stuff, like not missing that tire rotation, that keeps the whole operation profitable.
Mining's my other favorite example. The costs are huge. The machines are, well, they're monsters. When a client out in Alaska kept up with regular greasing and inspections tracked in CMMS, they avoided a loader failure that could have stopped everything for a week or more. We're talking hundreds of thousands in avoided messes, just from having scheduled service tasks mapped out and checked off one after another. And municipal clients too. Street departments, water utilities, they always used to run on handwritten logs, banished to a file somewhere. Now all those work orders are logged online. They catch little leaks sooner and can add it to the next scheduled PM to minimize their downtime.
Now, a lot of companies pitch software and then they kind of wave goodbye after the sale. What I love about Four Winds is, Tom, Jon, you guys built this with the idea that people need more than a tool. They need support, right?
Absolutely. The tool's helpful, but real success comes from, well, walking through it with people. I've spent decades helping our clients move off beat-up logbooks and sticky notes, and with MPET NextGen, we have taken our much-loved legacy system and turned it into something else. Everything has been revamped to be more streamlined and straightforward. And I've never had an easier time migrating clients. Their maintenance teams have taken to the new system like another wrench in their toolbox.
Yeah, and above all, when you work with us, you get a real person on the phone, not a robot. It's a little dated now, but the scene from The Office where Dwight and Jim are on a sale, and Dwight calls their competitor to show the difference in wait time for support. I can honestly say that I've been tempted to try it. Our clients don't have to navigate automated machines or junior support staff. They get help from us, the experts, when they call.
There's a lot of power in that. It's like, if you're out there still scribbling on legal pads or scrolling through ancient Excel files, there's a better way. We built this to take all that stuff off your plate and give the backup you need to succeed. It's not just conversion, it's real confidence, and you're supported the whole way through.
Our mission's always been simple: help people work smarter, not harder. After 40 years, I can tell you the secret is caring as much about the folks using our system as we do about the features themselves. That's the Four Winds way.
I think that's the perfect note to end on. So hey, thanks to everyone who tuned in. If you're ready to get proactive and take the chaos out of maintenance, we're always here to help. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. There's more Playbook to come. Tom, John, always a pleasure. Take care, everybody.
See you, Chris. See you, Tom. Looking forward to next time.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great week and keep things running smooth out there.